I'm so excited. Oh, it's a high response marketing show, Small Business Rescue Squad. I'm your host, Jake Lorraine, checking in here. Hang on one second. I gotta smell good. I gotta smell good. Believe it or not, you're not, and I know half of you aren't gonna believe this, but whatever. I am gonna see you 4 days a week. You're gonna go on YouTube here and you're gonna find me at 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're gonna find a new episode of this. I'm gonna see you 4 times a week. Let me explain how this thing happened. Some of you know I put these postcards out. I put all sorts of different size postcards. It's like my thing. And I put little local businesses on. I love local business. I'm talking the small, tiny local businesses, not these megas. I'm talking about small ones. I put these on these postcards. I send them to my local community. Anyways, there's one a week ago. One of the guys, he's 23 years old. His name's Brian. He has this card detailing thing. I've been promoting him in my in a Facebook group local Facebook group that I run. I've been promoting his services, and he's been getting a lot of business. And it's now going from a hobby to an actual, it's turning into a business for him. But anyways, I've never met the guy. And he buys an ad on my card. Well, he goes to drop the money off last Saturday, I think. And he gives me the cash. And we start talking. And I'm like, you're doing really good. How's business and stuff? And he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about even hiring someone now. I'm like, oh, crap. I better help this guy because hiring is a whole totally other thing. This kid's 23 years old. I mean, he's never ran a business. Now he's technically running a business, but it's no longer a hobby. He's still at his parents' garage and stuff. So I start talking to him about hiring. And I'm like, before you start hiring people, I will help you out. I'll show you how to do it, avoid some pitfalls. I don't think he really knew that I ran a business. And I asked him, I said, do you guys have your DBA? You have it. And he's like, nah, I'm working on it. He's like, I can't figure out how to get the paper and stuff. And he just keeps asking me more and more questions. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, this kid really needs some help. I said, the first problem is you just gave me all this cash. Like, you shouldn't be giving me cash. Like, this should be a deduction for you. This is a business. And he's like, what? He's like, I can deduct that. I'm like, yeah, you can deduct that. You can deduct that. You can deduct the tools you use, even the mileage that in some cases that you're driving around and you're dropping cars off and stuff. I mean, those things are all deductions. You don't want to pay tax on those things. Anytime you give someone cash for an expense, I mean, you want to be recording that. You could just see, this kid is like, wow, you could tell he just didn't know. I'm thinking, oh my God, you would think that there'd be major YouTube channels and podcasts that teach entrepreneurs how to run their little local businesses. But to my knowledge, there's nothing. Literally, there's nothing. And I'm talking about, you're probably saying oh, Jake, what are you talking about? There's tons of business channels. Oh, Gary Vaynerchuk and all the blah, 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 blah. There are plenty of motivational business podcasts and whatnot. But they're they're super useful and stuff. But they're, in a lot of ways, they're out of touch with local businesses. Okay. I'm talking like cupcakeries, and you just open a boutique, or you just open a car detailing place, or you're a mechanic and you're thinking about opening up your own garage, or you're a plumber, you're a handyman, you're a landscaper, you got a salon, a boutique, you're opening up a, freaking spa or something, you just don't, there is no, to my knowledge, there's no dedicated source, whether it's a podcast or YouTube or any kind of entertaining, informative thing that caters to the small businesses. I'm talking small, those kind of business I just talked about, because the definition of small business is so wide. It's almost ridiculous. It's almost laughable. You can be in some industries, you can have $35 million a year in sales and less than 150 employees, and you're considered a small business. So that kind of business is a way different than a little bakery that you just started, and you invested all your money into, and you just bought some commercial ovens, and now you're like, oh crap, I got to pay these bills, and I just signed up to a $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month lease or something like that, and you don't know what you're doing. That's what this channel is for. I am going to teach you so much because I just have so much. I've been in business now 10 years, in a marketing business, about 12 years total, owning my own business. This is my third business. I've had success with all of them. I've been self-employed since I was 22. There is so much that I can share with you that just isn't. You'd have to look in 1,000 different places to find. You're going to learn it all here, and we're going to have fiery discussions. It's going to be mostly centered on marketing, but I'm going to just small local business in general. So whatever little tiny crap business you have, and I mean that in just a funny way, it's going to help you. It's going to be the stuff that no one else, you wouldn't read in a book. Stuff that you just don't have time to go digging into yourself. So I am super stoked, super stoked. And I know that there's a big part of my crowd and people that are watching are the students of mine, and they're in marketing. They're probably like, Jake, why don't you put it more in marketing? Let me show you how to sell more marketing services to the business owners. And I'll like, yes. We're going to talk marketing. This is geared to the small business owner. And guess what, idiot? I don't mean that. I just mean that funny word. I just say that word. It's funny. You're a small business owner too, okay? Sometimes marketers, like the people that sell marketing to business owners, forget that they're small business owners too. I know plenty of marketers that don't even have they don't even have an LLC. They don't even have a DBA. Like they don't even know, they're just as lost as Brian with the car detailing. So this is for you. I'm going to see you 4 days a week. We're going to have hot topics, fiery discussion, controversial stuff, trending news. We're going to learn about marketing, shortcuts, all the business crap that you didn't know you needed to know. I will see you tomorrow.